hopefully you guys will stay right there and I'll flop off. We'll see if it'll work. I don't know. A pretty crazy day today. Going back to the U-Haul, I got it situated. We figured out what was happening with it. It turned out it was the signal wire going to the damn starter. Oh, what a day. So she had to get a new signal wire. I had to crawl up underneath there, and we got it situated for the most part. I think we're all good to go. I'm going to go back and I'm going to finish rewiring it, and we should be good to go. But I just thought I'd check in real quick. Let's see. So next turn coming up. We got a red light. But yeah, I mean, that was one of the craziest jobs I've ever had to do. It just didn't, it's like, they're working on a U-Haul van. They have a million different connections to the U-Haul van. What in the world could be causing it? It just doesn't make any sense. What's up, Tony? How you been, man? Trying to get you guys set up, and it's just not quite working out real good. Give me a second. About to be on the job site. As soon as you come in, Tony, it flops her over, man. Let me get you reset up, y'all. So I'm about to turn over here in this neighborhood, but yeah, there we go. Maybe that'll work. What's up, brother? How you been? I'm actually going. I've been working on this U-Haul. It's been a disaster. I'll tell you that. I got it straight though. So all this diagnostic craziness I've been going through, and all it was the actual signal wire to the starter. It's right by the exhaust, and it would not. I couldn't. The U-Haul vans, have you ever worked on them? It's like an ex-U-Haul van, so they take all this stuff off, and they got wires flopping around everywhere. So I'm going back here right now. I'm just going to try to get rid of some of these wires that are left and wrap this up. But yeah, I was able to crawl underneath there. Thank God I was able to get it to start. So when I crawled underneath, I just basically went underneath there and poked it with my power probe. And when I pushed on that signal wire, just pushing on it, I was able to give it enough juice and reconnect it enough to where I was able to, get it to start. I pulled it out of his driveway, thank God, because he's got like 50 cats in the driveway, and he's got all this. It's crazy. So when you do mobile repair work, it is insane what you got to deal with. It really is. How you been though, Tony? Doing good? We're back here. He's already outside waiting on me. He's waiting for me to finish his van up. But yay! So I'm just here to get in here. I got to redo a bunch of this wiring. The problem is with the wiring is I don't know what the heck I'm going to be able to do. Get a valve cover, gaskets, and spark plugs on the 2022 Subaru Outback today. Oh yeah, man. Oh, I know. That's terrible. 2022 already needed you said a valve cover and spark plugs. Was it oil in them already? That's crazy. That just doesn't make any sense. I want to hop out of the truck. We'll see if this thing lets me hop out with you guys or not. So I'm gonna show you. Let me show you how to do. If you can't hear me, let me know. Yeah, I'll show you this U-Haul. It's kind of unbelievable. So this is the problem with the U-Haul. If you can't hear me, let me know something. Yeah, RT. Really, I don't really use hardly any RTV on a lot of stuff I do anymore. Most of the gaskets don't need it. Let me show you in here what I got going on. Right there. Can y'all see that? So I had to basically. That is the starter. The starter on a while back. And so the problem was what we're having with the problem is, if you can see that right there, but that is, oh shoot, that is the actual one. Might get the focus. So that right there is a wire I redid. That wire goes right up in the top part. It's really hard to get a good view. But yeah. Oh, yeah, preventive maintenance, yeah. See, you see this right here? See that starter wire? I'll actually point it. That's what I'm talking about. So right here is the actual wire. You see how I wrapped it in real fat? I wrapped everything around here. Get out the way. So I use a lot of electrical tape. And this piece right there, it just kept not making a connection. It's just one piece. So I'm sitting here like trying to figure out what in the heck is causing all this. It didn't make any sense at all. You know, I cannot quite figure it out, but that's a whole brand new wire on there now, and it looks great. Oh yeah, it's definitely a Chevy. You can tell, but let me guess how you know. By this thing right here, this big fat cylinder piece. I still don't know what that is. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. You get better view. That fat cylinder. It's a GMC, but yeah, Chevy GMC, same thing. You know what I mean? It's hard to get a good view, but right there, that stupid cylinder. A big white, it's like an exhaust piece. I have no idea what that is. Get it back out. Yeah, but you can see it right up in here. This thing weighs like 9,000 pounds. I had to get it up in the air just enough to be able to get it done. And of course, oh shoot, grab my flashlight. You can see right here too. I poured all this out of here. Basically, I'm gonna have to rewire all this real quick. I unplugged these the other day. These were just left hanging out of here. Right up out of there. They were just hanging in these front two right here. So I got all this pulled off. I thought it had something to do with the terminal connections. I worked on that the other day, but it wasn't. So we got all that situated. Probably just gonna leave those off for now. He doesn't really need them. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna go up in there and wire all this stuff right here. I gotta get, you know, really I think I can remove a lot of it. It's just, I think, leftover crap from the old thing. But the problem is, if I take some out we need, we're in big fat trouble. You know, that's the issue I'm having. So let's just see if it'll crank over. It did fine earlier. I'm gonna give it a quick check. Oh, little secret heat and key spot right there. You like that? Pretty good. All right, we'll give it a crank and we'll see what happens. Ah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Let's see if it'll fire up. So yeah, craziest part is on this van, I don't get an ABS code. Let's see if it'll fire. Boom, right up every time. Voila. Everything fires up. Engine light off. Everything's good and good. So starting up running. How you doing, Megan? Yeah. So I mean, it's just unbelievable how much work's involved. This van right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get these wires tightened up a little bit. Off this hood again, but it's firing up every time. That's a good sign. We made good progress on this. But yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. I was able to get it out of the driveway, thank God. Yeah, let's see. Give me a second. Put you guys down real quick and hood up. So I mean, honestly, really, I thought to begin with, it was just these guys had a problem. So I just took the terminals off and put new ones in it, but kind of stripped out. But yeah, that wire runs all the way down there, all the way to it. You can see right down to there if you can see it. What a pain. It goes down there. So that I thought was causing an issue. You know, these tip ones too are a pain. I checked all this out. It looks good. All that looks good. So pretty much we're in good shape. But for the most part, just wanted to get a quick check-in done. I'm going to try to rewire it. Here's something kind of strange. I'm just trying to see what that noise is. Can't hear that. So when I first got here today, too, it kind of wanted to hesitate on the start. Definitely odd. But overall, fired up, pretty good. I did have a code for a lean condition. Let me show you what happened. So I zipped this thing back on right here the other day. Oh, it's just a little crack underneath here, and it's just enough to suck it around. It's just always like a little different thing on here. Let me go ahead and get this wiring work done. What I'm going to probably have to do is this. What I'm probably going to have to do is hook up my scan tool. Right, great job on that Chevy, Tony. Where do you work at, Tony? You work at like a dealership, or do you do your own work? Dealership, Tony, or do you do your own work? Or a regular shop, just curious. I've seen you a few times. You saved my butt that one day on that that Nissan. It's crazy is the guy still needs me to finish up the Nissan. I still haven't got a chance to finish it up yet. But the back wheel bearing is jacked up on it. I was like eating the tire off of there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probe out and get the probe out today. Do a little probing on this guy right here. We got the probe, and we're going to see if these wires can be removed properly without messing anything up. I'm gonna get the scan tool out as well, because I need to get the scan tool out. That way we don't we don't get any wires we ain't supposed to get out while we're removing wires. That is not good, for sure. Let me see real quick. Where am I? Get my nice scan tool out, I guess. So, good news is, U-Haul van starting. If you saw the other video, you'll probably know what was happening with it. I need to get my better scan tool is what I'm thinking. Where's that one at? I don't know. It's got to be somewhere. I might have brought it inside the house, but what I'm gonna do is just pretty much tidy up the wiring. I just wanted to do a quick check-in. Tell you something about mechanic work, you know. I don't know. And then you probably do a lot of mechanic work, don't you? This is the thing. You have somebody that bothers you all day with problems and is always trying to like bother you while you're working. That's one of the worst things you can do. I can't take this, man. It's like to the point where it's like, why are you keeping bothering me? I'm not talking about a customer. Like, I need to be able to focus. People don't understand how much focus is involved with what we do as a mechanic. It's uncalled for. It's extra bothering and harassment from people. You know what I mean? It's just like, look, mechanics have to really focus and concentrate. So, I've got like an X13 connector and this and that. So when it's funny, I showed somebody that the other day. I'm like, look, it's what I'm trying to do all day long when you keep bothering me. What don't you understand? Like, I have to be able to focus. It's either people don't care or they just are selfish, one of the two. So it comes down to this. You're either going to let me do my job or not going to be talking anymore. That's how that works. So that's another thing you got to start working out. I'm going to plug up my scan tool though. That's a little bit of inside information about mechanic life right there. So if you date a boyfriend or you have a boyfriend or you're married to a mechanic, probably should leave them alone at work, because let me tell you something. It is extremely stressful. And to be able to keep up and do what you got to do, it can be very time consuming. And I don't have time to sit here and have a million conversations, because if you know, I've got a million things going through my head already. All day long, I've got to bring home work. I mean, I'm sitting here, I've got a zillion things. I never get to stop working. I mean, if you're a mechanic or a mobile mechanic and you do this job, you know, I bring the job home every night. I don't get to just go home and then I'll work somewhere where I get to just bring, I'm off for the day. No, my job never ends. I go home, I look up jobs, I research. So I hate when somebody says to me, oh, well, you're not doing anything all day. Yes, I am. I spent 4 hours today researching my jobs. I've got a 2018 Mercedes CL300, I believe, tomorrow I've got to work on. And, you know, I have to be able to get it done. I'm doing spark plugs, and this is an extremely difficult job. It's like, it's real simple. I don't ask for a lot. I just like, let me be able to concentrate and do my job while I'm at work, because it's very, very difficult. It's hard enough to do extreme repairs while I do it. So, what am I looking for? See what I mean? A pair of scissors. That's what I need. That's what I was actually looking for. I don't even know if I have any scissors on me right now. So anyway, I went to AutoZone earlier. I left all my stuff at AutoZone. All my electrical tape, all that. It's just like, I can't concentrate. So I really need scissors. I could probably use a razor knife, but I don't want to accidentally cut something I don't want to cut. Oh, you know what? I got a pair of snips. I do. I got a pair of snips I can use. That'll work just fine, I believe. I just need a pair of snips right now. Really, well, they're really expensive, so I don't know if I want to use my snips. You know, I don't want to mess them up, but I got to do what I got to do at this point. Get this job done. So I'm going to snip all that stuff out of there and get all the wires out of there I don't need. Hopefully I don't cut anything I don't need to cut. That's a problem here. Because something you're supposed to, you got a big mess on your hands. Why am I really nice? Yeah. If I have any questions, you want to see any videos coming up, any cars, I'd love to hear it. Appreciate it, guys. Jesus loves everybody. You know what I'm saying? I love all these wonderful comments today. If I find my scissors, that would be great. Where are they? Give me a second here. Let me find these scissors. Or my snips. I find either one. I might have to use a razor knife on this job. Probably gonna need some mosquito repellent too. We got spam people coming in the comments. Oh, that's not nice. Got spam on my account. Alright, well, let me see, where are my snips at? Oh, I got water on my car from the car wash. That's not good. Ugh. Let me see, where are all my scissors? Where are all my scissors? It's crazy. Last time I had a bunch of spam come in here. What happened was YouTube actually deleted all their accounts. That was pretty crazy. I don't know what's going on today. It's one of those days. Where is my snips? I got some happy people today in here. Nasty Nate, what's up? I like the name. Nasty Nate. How do you even get a name like that on YouTube? Where do you get that name from? That's pretty crazy. Appreciate it. Pelham Bay Park. I'm not sure where that is, but thank you. If you have any particular vehicles you want, leave them in the post section. That'd be great. I'll try to make sure I get them in. I do so many vehicles, hard to get them all in and all the time. And I do a lot of vehicles. It is very difficult to get every vehicle in all the time. Well, I got like 10 razor knives. I don't have an actual pair of snips, but I had one earlier. I swear I did. I don't know where they went to. So, what I'll have to do then is improvise with a pair of the razor knives. Get the old razor knife out is what we'll do. So work. All right. That's my customer's wife. Very sweet customers we have today. Very sweet people. All right, so can you guys hear me? Hope so. Good seeing you, Tony. I don't know if you can still hear me or not, but it was good seeing you and checking in. I appreciate it. Always appreciate when you stop by. Tony did help me out huge one time. Appreciate that. We'll let it run while I'm cutting these wires, because if we don't, we could have a major problem. We'll let it idle while I snip some wires, okay? Hopefully. Wish me luck. I'm going to make sure I have it running when I start cutting wires. Because if I don't, we may have all kinds of issues going on. This is the most difficult part, is to make sure which wires are good, we need, and which wires we don't. I did find my snips. These are perfect little snips right here. They're awesome. I don't really want to cut twist tabs with them, but I have to today. So either way, whew, it's been a long day. I'll tell you that. About to rain, it looks like. I think we'll make it all right. For some reason, something tells me the reception is getting bad over here, because I'm losing like all my people in here real quick. That happens when you get bad reception. But that's okay. I just want to say hello real quick. Appreciate everybody who stopped in. Alright, so we're going to get this hooked up. If it's working great, if I leave you still, it may work better. So let me hook up my power probe, and we'll check these wires to see what's live, what's not live, and get them free. We'll clean this mess up on this U-Haul. That's what we're gonna do. I'm doing that video coming up real soon about the other one I have on there that I've never got a chance to do. Make sure you, if you haven't already like, subscribe. Oh, we got the police coming through now. What's up? Check them out. You see the policeman? There he is. I always like to check them. They're my biggest fans. You see? They're my biggest fans. Biggest fans right here. Biggest fans, ain't they? Biggest fans. You see, they definitely going to get somebody. They're going to get somebody. Pulling them over. Watch. Whoop whoop. That's crazy. You can tell he's getting a ticket. You know, I tell you right now. $100. Let me $100. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Oh no, he let him go. Boy, nobody bet me. I would have lost some money right there. Let's hook up this wire. Wires, the power probe, and we'll get to work. You gotta be careful with those guys. All right, we'll get it hooked over here. Positive. Let's see how we hook up a power probe if you've never did one before. Positive connection right here. We'll get the positive on there on the side, and we'll get the negative on the side. And we'll check these wires as we cut them, right? We don't want to cut some, we don't want to cut. This is a brand new alternator I put on here. I think it's powerful. That's it. It's a powerful alternator right there. All right, so what we're going to do is run this over here. And make sure we got a good connection. And our power probe is active. And we can check these wires to see what's live, what's not. Now, what should be going on is this. It should be working. So clearly that wire is dead. It doesn't do nothing. You see that? It ain't doing nothing. We don't need these wires just running all over the place, you know? They're just in here for nothing. So what we're gonna do is get them on out of the way. We got all these wires. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna put you guys back over here while I test my stuff. I can check it out. That's how you probe things. And like I said, I'm losing people by the minute because I don't think I have reception, so. Nothing on my probe. I got 0 action on the probe. That's a dead wire. Right here, dead wire. You can get this up out of here. We don't need it no more. Then if it's dead, right? Get it on out. Dead. We don't need dead stuff in the car. So get it ahead and unhook it off and get it on out of here. That's all. All right. So we'll snip it free. Let me show you where I'm working at. Give me 1 second. I'll show you. I can't get it. I cannot get that out of there. It's stuck like glue up in there. Check it out. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing right here. We're all stuck up in there. So what I'm doing is get 8 wires out of here. And they're all stuck up in there. So, does everyone know? Right there. Hey, from Virginia. Famous truck. What's up? From VA? How you know I'm in VA? Who knows that? Who knows that? How you know where I'm at? Hey, somebody knows me. All right, so we're gonna get this out of the way. Get all these wires out. I think we can take all this crap out of here. I think we need none of this in here. I think we can get it all up out of there, I believe. But let me just make sure. I don't want to take it out. We need possibly. So let's see here. I think this whole unit can come up out of here, I believe. Definitely is connected there really tight, and I can't get it out of there. It is stuck like glue. Somebody must have seen the police officer anywhere he's from. It's definitely in Michael County. You know where I'm at. All right, let me try to get that guy. Hang on 1 second. Hey, from VA. Hello. You like VA? Yeah, sorry. Sorry. How bad is my reception around, by the way? Roscoe. The famous Rob. I like that name too. That's pretty cool. Let me see if I can get my little tool. We're gonna pop that loose. We gotta get these wires up out of here while we got some time. Yeah, got one more job after this if I can make it there. I don't think I'll be able to, but we'll see what I can do. Try to get all these wires up out of this car where I can. Make it happen. Problem is, I don't want to cut, and I don't need to cut. And we're going to have a really bad day in the neighborhood. If you know what I mean. What's that? So, appreciate everybody checking in. This is the most exciting job I can't do with so much filming here because I can't really get down there and do 25 things at once. So I'm going to pop this piece free while I do it. It's all right, let's see how. Got more twist ties holding up in there. Get them all out of here if I can. Let me see real quick. So. Alright, I gotta get some of this stuff out of there. There's a bunch of stuff in my way. Let me cut it all free first, and then I'll start cutting wires out. That's all. I can't get it. Ouch. Damn thing, come on out of there. Out my butt. Ouch. This is not easy to do. I gotta get that off of there, and it's just stuck like super glue up in there. I can't get it. It's stuck really good, really good. Alright, I'll pop them loose first. Give me a second, I'll show you what I'm doing. Ouch. Ah, there we go. I got it. Alright, so get it on free from that side. Pop it loose over here. Make sure it is not running to a wire. Ouch. There we go. And it came off of that. Alright, so we can probably, I'm thinking we can remove all of this stuff right here. Let me see what we got working with. I'll show you real quick. I think we can remove all this right here, possibly. I'm hoping so. All this is just kind of hanging, so I don't think anything is actually powering this at all. Let's just check. They always check it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to probe it one at a time and see what is actually maybe powering something, maybe not. So I'm going to get this out of the way for now. Look over here if I can. Let's see here. Got wires everywhere, don't we? That is not cool. So anyway, let's sit right here. Look around. And we'll go in and probe it. Then we'll see what we got going on. All right, cool. Here we go. And then we'll check them all out. We'll check them all one by one. See if anything is actually alive or not. Let's see right here. We got 2 amp fuses. They're all dead. Every one of these wires are just not working at all. I don't think. Gotta make sure though is all. Gotta make sure. So right here, we'll check it. Poke it through the wire. Not your finger if you can help it. Is all. Right there, is that guy dead? Yes, dead wire. Nothing to it. Nothing to this guy's at all. They're all completely dead wires. Maybe this guy's live. Let me make sure he's not live. No, here we go. Check him. Check him too. And it's dead, I believe. Nothing. I don't think. No power going to that guy either. So let's make sure. Ah, we got power going to him. Don't want to cut him. What is that? A ground? Where does that go to? Ah, shoot. I don't really feel any type of power going to it other than that one beep I had, but I don't know. It could have been my finger beeping. All right, we got no power going to him as well either. So this is all crap. We don't need it on here. I don't even know where it runs to, but this goes to the back of what? Let me see where it actually hooks to. It goes into here somewhere. I can't really see at the back of that, but it goes up in here. And where to? Up above it to this guy here. Let me see where. I can't really tell where. Oh, up in here. Okay, up in here where it goes to. So it actually goes behind this box. It looks like it goes in it, but it don't go in. It goes behind the box is all. Oh yeah, right here. Right here is where it goes. We'll check both of these wires here. Make sure none of these are live at all, and it could be. And maybe make sure it's all. Right here, going to the back side of this. I don't know if y'all can even see. You may be able to. Can y'all see that? I cannot even tell. Let's just poke the back side. We'll check each one of these one by one and see if we got power going to it. If we do, we can't cut them. That guy's dead as well, so we don't need that, I don't think, at all. We don't need that at all either, I don't believe. Let's see. That's a dead wire. That's a dead wire too. They're all dead wires, I believe. All of these are dead wires. Right? They're all dead. I got no bolts going to them. You see that? No bolts. No bolts at all, so we can get rid of these as well, I believe. They're all completely dead wires. I went to the U-Haul truck, I believe. Let me take you that. This whole thing can come on out of here. Y'all see that? The whole thing can come out. There you go. Take it on out of here. We don't need it. We don't need none of that. Don't need it, any of it up in here. Don't need none of it. So we take it on out. And there we go. That's how you do that. This is all the big mess. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Right here, all the big mess. We don't need none of this stuff right here. All of this can come out of the car. This is not being used. All of this not being used. Taking up space. You don't know what's going on when you're trying to diagnose something. Not cool, huh? Not cool at all. You see here? That whole box is now out of there. And it goes to... I don't really know, but now it's junk. So don't need him in there at all. And we don't need any of these twist ties that are falling all over the place. That's how you kind of just got to go through and eliminate one by one. Make sure nothing's hot and live. It is all tidied up in here. We got all this done down here earlier. All this got unplugged and reconnected. All hooked back up nicely. Looking much better and good. All right, let's double check up in here now. Much cleaner, isn't it? Much cleaner, I'll tell you that. Wow, looks good, don't it? Looks good. All right, we got ground wires here to the engine. We got to have those right here. Let me show you those. They need to be here. They're to the engine itself. Very important ground wires over there. That run to the, I think, pedal position sensor and different stuff like that. So anyway, this is all looks good here. Oh, that looks good. Ouch. All of it looks really nice. So we got all that out. It's the main ECU type box. You don't want to lose him. He's definitely important. We have a funny little connector there. I don't like how that is actually hooked up at all. I don't know what that is. Probably too... You see that right there? Probably some type of switch. It's a pain in the butt, I'll tell you that. What a disaster his hookup that is. Who did that connection? I do not know. I do not know, but that is not good. Either way, I ain't gonna mess with him because that could be important. And it runs up there. So we ain't gonna mess with all that stuff. Either way, we got the majority of these wires out. I wrapped these last time. These go to the back of this. These hook right to this actual plug. You don't want to mess with that because that could be very important right there. Don't mess with him at all. And we'll leave that all be. I'm assuming that is all good to have. I don't want to mess with it, so you don't really know what that could go to. It could be very, very, very important stuff. You don't want to mess it up. Anyways, I can't get the whole dash off to get behind there. I would like to hook it up around there if I could. It'd be a lot easier to work, but I don't think I can get to it. To get it around there, if I could, it would be nice, but I don't think I can. Let me see if I can pull it down, maybe. I don't think I can. Put it over here. And we'll see from there what one I can do. Right here like that. Okay, so. All right, we got that looking pretty nice. And let's see here. So that looks pretty good. We can tuck that way up in here now that we're done and got all that loose. If I can get in there, I can see better, but I can't really get up in there. That's the airbag up there. You can tell the yellow. See that yellow? You can tell it's the airbag right there. Part of the airbag system. That yellow plug. Look out. The airbag. All right. So basically, I had to unhook this to get this down. This came out of here. So now what we're gonna do is we got most of the trash wires out of here, and we got these ground wires. They're gonna stay here. We can move these over, and this is all gonna hook back up and go over back to the side. This is gonna be up in here, tucked up in here. Okay. That's where we're at, though. And see right here is part of your other HVAC duct system. So looking good. I think we're ready to put everything back together, just about. Get everything lined back up. This all goes back in over here on the side. Onto its little places. Each one has a different unit, and then we'll scan the whole computer system and see what we got going on. All right. Anyways, we can cover this back up in here. This one over here to the side. I didn't know that the other day. I took it off. Let me show you where it goes. This goes in here and holds these on into this part here. So what it has to do is this. You're going to pull this down for now. You pull it down like that, and what you can do is just tuck it back in, like so. This is actually going to hold each one of these harnesses on. Let me show you how if I can get down in here. It's kind of a tight squeeze. Let me see if I can get it in. And I almost wanted to shove it back in there like that. But yeah, I ain't gonna go that way. It's gotta go like this. You see the back of that bracket. So it goes in there like this one is all, and it pushes on in there like that. So basically, let me try this real quick. All right, let me see what I can do here. Goes in here and tucks in. I believe just like that is how it goes. And then this hooks up in there like this. That goes in the top one until one of the little tabs came out of there, and it goes like that. That's all. And then you put everything back into the side, like so, and then everything's out your way. Tuck it all up in there behind there, and it should be good to go. Get it up around that guy if I can. It's kind of tight squeeze. Let me go get you on the floor so you can check out what I'm doing. All right. Should be okay, hopefully. Y'all can see something. All right, see if y'all can actually see. Y'all can see okay? Okay, good. All right, anyways, let me get it back in there now. Gotta go back into place, each one at a time is all. That guy goes up top. You got a clip, pushes, slides onto the clip right there. Slides into the clip, like that. Just like that one, and just like that one. All right, that goes in this one, that goes in this one. So, here we go. Here we go. There we go, and there we go. Just like that, and that should hold it perfectly tight. And it goes back behind there, and there we go. Now we'll put the cover back on. And that piece needs to go up underneath the side of this rug part, like that. And this pinches up underneath here. And it should be good to go right there like that, and it tucks in. So, it ain't perfect because of how this thing is just not the best design, but it is what it is. All right, anyways, we'll put this piece back on now, like so. It goes up here, and it goes in like this. Make sure these wires are all tucked in out the way, which is very hard to do. Take this and push it up around this piece and back around, yeah, like that one. And it goes up under here. You don't want to get the parking brake out the way. It's tight. Just like that. It's all, and it slips up underneath there, but they do have a stupid little piece that hangs out. So it's gonna have to just go like that, and then this goes in here, and it's pulled up out of there, and like that. And it actually flips over like that, like that, and like that. Perfect. That's for the hood pop, okay? Just like that. And that's how we're gonna do it. You see that? Perfect. There we go. And that's a lot nicer. You can see already. Mega progress. Mega progress. So much cleaner. We're already looking. And it's looking really nice and good. Now we can towel this rest of this off. That guy, I'm gonna re-tape him a little bit because I don't like how that is hanging like this. I don't know if this is needed, but I'm not gonna take it off because that's a pretty significant box. But I am gonna tape him up if I can. And we don't have any problem because that's a very bad connection right there. That's like a house. That's like a house connection there. But I'm just gonna re-tape him nicely so I don't lose anything there. Should never use it on a vehicle. Whoever did that's a dummy. I will say that. That is not a smart way to go about that, but either way, I'll put it back. And what we can do now too, you see this right here? Show you something here. Actually, I'm gonna check one thing first before I do that. Use him here, and what we're gonna do next is we can hook all this back up here like that, and to get this up here, make sure we're tight. We have a good spot to put a connection at. And I wish I could get this to go back there better. Here's our tab holding this in here. I think it is. Hang on. You know what? I think it is a tab holding it. Let me double check. Yeah, you see that right here. So this guy is actually being held by a tab piece, which I don't. Let me see where the tab is at. Yeah, it's a type of screw actually holding that wire on, which sucks. Yeah, so you can't get it out of there how that is made actually. Let me just see if I can fix it. I can pull it down and maybe adjust it possibly like that and get it out my way. But it's just in the way. It really is. So I could always undo that screw and tilt it back behind it. I'm thinking is the best way to do it. You can take that screw out right there and put it right up in there. Let me see if we got room to take the screw out. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to do something real quick. Let me see how. I'm gonna take out that screw. Is what I'm gonna do, and get him on up in there like that. So I'm gonna get her on out next and get him out. Yeah, we can take this wire up in there behind that so we don't have it in the way. That would be the best way to go. I think about that one, I believe. And that way we can use the OBD port. Can't use it like it is sitting right now. It's definitely in my way. So we take that screw out. We should have enough leverage to pop it up around there. So I'm gonna take that screw out real quick right there. Give me a second. We'll get him up out of there real quick and we'll go from there. Alright, so I'm gonna go in and zip him out of there. I think I can make it happen. If I get him out and back him out, I can do it like that. You see that right there? We can tuck the wire back in behind that guy. Would be great. Because that's it here. I think we can. Let's see. Alright, let's see here. Can I get it back in there? Yes. You see I did that? Perfect. Y'all see how I moved the screw back out the way? And you actually see how I moved the screw back, so I pushed it and popped the wire back up into there. That way we don't have it in the way. All I did was take out that screw, and we actually pushed this back up out of there. Y'all see that? It works good. That way we can get more of the OBD port and not in the way. Now we just put the screw back in, and we have more room. And that's with the OBD port for access. Maybe him too, but nope. That's good to put him behind there like that as well. Either way, that'll work good. We'll put the screw back in, and then we'll be able to finish this up. I think pretty nicely there, though. So let me go here, and we'll put it back. What a pain. All right. So let's see here. Okay, now we'll put it back on in. That way we have made plenty of room. Now we can read the OBD port without stuff hanging in the way of what's aware. Oh, wow. This is funny. I have a bunch of funny people on my channel today. It's getting a really cool day. That's cute. I've got what's going on today with all these a bunch of Christian people coming on here. That's nice. I don't mind. All right, there we go. That's nice and snugged up. Okay, now we can fold this back up, and we're gonna make it a little more light and gentle so we can get it up in here, though. All right, so it's a little too snug, though. Take this Milwaukee bad boy. It's a beast. I don't need it on 3 times speed. Jesus, let me put it on number 1 speed is all. All right, we'll snug it back up. Now we'll push it as far as we can and bend it upward, like so. It's really a pain. Take down one, and now we'll tighten it down, tighten it up. All right, there we go. You see, now we have all this extra room to work with, and now it should be able to work just fine. Make it happen. Make it happen good. So now we can read the OBD port. We don't have stuff in the way. We got all the wires that are there like that. We wrap that last wire up and check it out. Looking pretty good. This is all the junk we got out of here. We don't need none of this crap. This is all stuff that was just in the truck. I'm gonna make sure I read it with my scan tool when we're done. Make sure we're not actually taking my back and but that all that could be arcing and causing issues. So that is not good to have happening and going on. So you guys back down over here for a minute while I wrap this rest of this up and go from there. Alrighty, so let me put that down right here and we'll get it done, So there we go. Now I should be able to pop the hood perfectly, which I think we can. It looks good. Still popping it. All right, that guy goes back into here like that one, like that. Then you gotta pop it back in the hole. It's kind of tight, but I got it. Let's see. Okay, nice. Then we can wrap this here up in here, and it should be able to wrap up nice and tightly, I believe. And it should hook, I believe, up here. You should be able to tie that up out the way. Pretty clear. Let's see if I can just place it properly without having to wrap it. I may not even need to. That guy as well. All that can get up out the way. Let's see. Just like that one. Just like that one. So. Tight squeeze. Give me a second. Let me see what I can do right here. Make it happen like that. And get it all wrapped up nice and neatly done. Okay. Looking good. Okay, perfect. Now that's going to hold, I think, nice. Nothing's falling around out the way. It all looks good to me. There's a tight plug right there, all tight and secure. Ow, that's tight and this is tight. So everything looks nice and wired. All the connections are tight. Parking brake, make sure nothing's in the way of the parking brake. And it's not. That's the parking brake release lever. Just like that. And it's on and off. Make sure on, off. Perfect. All right, looking good. That's all back in. You can see. We're gonna go ahead and finish it up. What do you think? Looks pretty good, right? That looks like a brand new car now. Brand new U-Haul. Man, well, not a U-Haul, it used to be, but you can tell all the wire and stuff's out the way. It was all wired in here, all this out the way here. Then we'll get on the scan tool and see if everything is reading properly. Which it should be, I believe. All right, so we'll get this right here. And we'll pop this guy on here. With that back there. Let's see. That's falling around everywhere. Make sure no more other wires are hanging around. I think we're gold on that though. Up in here, we got to get that next. How you doing, Jose? Que pasa, Jose? Let's see. That is how it goes on. I can't tell if we got it in there. It might be good. I can't really tell. All right. Let's see. Like this one? Like this one? Nope, not like that. It said not like that. It goes like this. It goes like this. There we go. That goes back over. That's finally covered up. All right, cool. Everything else is back on. Now, we're going to plug it all up. And you can tell all this cool stuff everywhere. Get this stuff out of the way of the car. And what this is, oh, check it out. Woo! I don't know what that is, but it's kind of cool. It's like a test probe. It's a mini test probe. Shit. That's neat. I don't know what that is. I've never seen one. I guess you hook it to like a light, maybe? Kind of interesting. What is that? I've never seen something like that before, have you? It's my special secret test. It's my test tickler. What you do is you go like this. If you want to test your continuity, you just go like this. It'll light up. So watch this. Watch this. Okay. So you check your wiring. You ever got one of these guys? I'm kidding. I don't know what that is. It's customers. Don't know. Anyway. This is an exotic tool. She's now listening. This is a special tool for the lady. or whatever, the significant other, you know what I mean? Who knows? I've never actually seen one of those before. Somebody knows what that is, I'd love to know. Let me clean up all this other stuff right here. Never quite seen that before in my life. So, but it's all good. Everybody's got their own thing. I'm not hating on them. Actually, a really nice guy, so. Just tease. I don't know what that is, honestly. I don't know. Alright, we'll get some of this junk out of here, because all this junk needs to get out of here. It needs to look good whenever you're done with the job, make it look nice, right? Make it look good. How bad is my reception right now? So. We had 2 spam people on here already. That's not nice. I had to block all you guys. I usually don't have to do that. Oh, it's hot. I'll tell you that. Really, really, really hot. Hot. So, give me a second here. I'm gonna get all my mess cleaned up. We about got there. About done right here with all this stuff. That's been not too bad. We'll plug up the scan tool to see what kind of wiring we got happening here. And to see if we got everything out we need to get out and nothing that we shouldn't be getting out. That's the main thing here. So, next thing on the list, we get these out of the way. And all this out of the way. Let me put this back over here for now. In my bag. I think we're looking pretty good, huh? I think we're looking pretty good. So, right now, I think I'll be fine. All right, so now we can hook up the scan tool and see what we got going on. I think we're looking pretty though. I think it's going to be about a wrap. No engine lights on, as you can see. It looks good. Looks good. Turn it off. Make sure it'll still crank. You never know. Hook wires. That's the problem sometimes. Right up. Okay, good. That's a good sign. So next, we'll turn this on, and we'll get that guy powered up. See my passcode. There's important stuff there. See my passcode. I gotta get this renewed coming up. It's like $1,200 for a year. It's not cheap, I'll tell you that right now. Let me get this plugged up here into the OBD port. You see how much more access we have now? Check this out. That is nicely done. Got plenty of access to it. You can go right up in there and nothing in the way. As you can see, just like that. Perfect connection. Nothing in my way now like it was before. There it goes. And we'll see what we got. So we'll give it a reading here. Diagnostics. And we'll enter the system here. See what we got. See if we can read the ABS and all that this time as well. Very, very curious. We had so much stuff on here. I couldn't read anything last time. We'll pull it up. And, okay. And there we go. Standalone. Okay. scan all systems, and we just got a base. Okay. Good ask. We got the base. We got the base. Yeah, base is good to ask me. Usually does. Base. Okay. That looks good. That's what we're working on. Okay. I'm excited to scan all systems here. Just see what we're working with. I'll scan them all. Oh, 5 codes. Engine control module now. Hopefully I hook something I need to hook. There we go. Oh, oxygen sensor code going on. Now let's see. These are history codes. So you gotta remember, not run failed. Okay, so passed. Says the clear failed. This is probably because I just hooked everything up earlier. I never cleared it. So pass. Ignition 1 switch circuit. That makes me a little bit nervous. I think I just got that situated right there. I have not cleared the codes yet, so driver door jar, which is open right now. So I'm gonna do this quick erase here. All right, so we're gonna turn the engine off. All right, we're turning the engine off while we clear these codes right here. We're gonna clear these codes. We gotta turn the engine off to clear them, which we're off. Always let it set a second, let it wait, and then we're gonna clear the codes. Now, should have wiped all these codes, and they should not come back, hopefully. If not, maybe putting some wires back in here. Hopefully not. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I think it was just set and active. There we go. Looks like we're good. One more scan. We'll let it run. The scanning while it's running as well. That'll be always a good thing to do. So right now, no codes with it off. And we can check it while it's running. We're 100% clear. I haven't seen this ever happen on this truck. We'll be able to stay clear. And there we go. Everything looks good. It'll be clear. All right, no codes right at the moment. Fault scan while it's running. Let's see if anything comes back. We got it, guys. Look at that. 100%. You see that guy? All right. What I am going to do, check it as this. Always give it a little get of gas. You can give it a little gas. I'm going to see if I can enter this electronic brake control module. Couldn't I enter that the other day? See if it'll let me do it now. Can I read the live data the other day? It fought me to do it. I kept shutting it, kicking me out the system. See if it'll let me do it today. All perimeters, they wouldn't even let me go in the system. Isn't that crazy? It's still doing that. So I don't know why it's doing that. I don't really understand that one. That's something to do with, I think, and like braking. See if it lets me do any of the parameters. See, it just keeps doing that. I still can't. Now this one let me do it briefly the other day for. Now it's crazy. See, that one it actually works. It says everything's inactive. Now who knows why that's doing that? Let me press down the brake, parking brake while I'm doing it. I'm gonna go back real quick. I'm gonna try to push down the brake. Actually, when I read the data on this guy to see if it'll let me do it. So when I push down the brake, look, it works. It's such a crazy deal. I don't know why that's doing that at all. Let off. Let's see if it'll work when I let off. See, it's just very odd. I don't have any clue why that's happening. There's something going on with this ABS system. I don't really know. I'll be honest. I've never seen it. When I push the brake, I can read it though, which is very, very, very strange. I'm just pumping the brakes a little bit. See, now the foot on the brake is working, which is very odd, and there it kicks me out. Who knows? But could be a wire that's loose. I don't know. The good news is trouble code there. Nothing. No trouble code. So who knows? It may just be my computer. Can't do it on this particular vehicle. Who knows? But I do know that everything is working properly on that one. So and we'll go ahead and read code. So one more time. Let's give it a little gas. Fault scan again. Let's give it some gas, and we'll go ahead and shut up. Oh, 2 faults on the engine. Pop right back. What is that doing that for? What is the engine faults? Let's see what they are. Fuel system lean. I don't know why that code. I fixed the. It could be the airbox. It could be a lot of different things making it lean. So I don't understand why. I know it's more than likely it could be a bad oxygen sensor. P0174 is usually oxygen sensor code or related to it. Probably could just have a bad oxygen sensor. I don't know. Like I said, you gotta remember this too. So it hasn't been ran for a long time. Hasn't been driven around. Hasn't been on the relearn. Could just be part of the relearn procedure. So what I am going to do is quick erase it again. See if I can get this code to stay off. Hopefully I can. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I can't force something to do something. You know what I'm saying? I would turn it back off again. All right, I'm gonna clear it. We're ready to go and clear. Everything's off. I'm gonna clear the codes again. See what happens. All right. Anyway, I think we're looking good. So everything's tidied back up. I'll show you what the final product looks like. Here we go. And it looks nice and clear. We don't have any significant power codes. That's the main thing here. Everything else looks cleaned up and nice. And I think we're all set on that part. I really do. So now the thing is this. I don't see anything else that stands out. There's one more little bit of a twist tie. I don't want my way. Get them out the way. There, that looks pretty clear though. So everything looks wrapped up and tidy. Make sure it's gonna fall back down out of there. We have to. We can always twist tie it up if we got to, but it looks tight. Ain't gonna come out of there how I have it. It's nice and tight. Nobody's supposed to go on up that. Unless you kicking stuff out of there on purpose. Anyway, that's nice and good. So right here, quick erase again. Okay, so something's causing the codes to come off for that. Don't understand it really, but hey, that's what it is. It may cause anything like the trigger here later, I don't know, but overall, I think we're good. That time it cleared itself. So, a lot of times, I'm gonna check all the airbox, make sure nothing's loose up here. That's the main thing. I wanna make sure we don't got any type of loose airbox. Nothing like that, or a dirty airbox could definitely cause it. Maybe this is loose here where I took it off the other day. It could be. Give me a second, put you down here real quick. And as you can see, maybe the airbox has something loose in it, or it's just loose and not on it to snug. I don't know. It could be. It might even be loose down here. I was definitely, I had to undo this, right, to get to it. Oh, you know what? I just found it. Check that out. Just found the problem. Y'all see that right here? Check it out right there. That should be hooked up, and it's not hooked up. Right there is why it's coming off. That could definitely do it. Y'all see that? Wow. I'm glad I caught that. That was causing a problem. Y'all see? Right there. That line is unhooked from the airbox. I was just looking, and I just caught that. Just caught my. I'm gonna reattach it if I can get to it. Dang on, it's hot in there. Hot up in there. Ow, hot. All right, we can get it back in the hole there, and that's it. That was probably causing that fuel trim system code. I'll see right there. That would definitely cause it. We're gonna hook it back up. That was a good catch right there. I'm glad I triple checked that. You know, that's why it's great to have a nice computer. It really is. I still cannot get my hand in there so hot. Ow. All right, I got it. All right, there we go. And there she is. Oh, hook back up. That would cause a fuel trim system problem, wouldn't it? Definitely would. Good catch. Yeah. Got it. I got it. All right, everything's looking good. ABS system back here. Make sure she's in the right spot. We don't want anything to get wet with that. That is for sure. That may be an issue just kind of hanging there like that one. I don't want it hanging. Get out the way there. Yeah, we got the fuel trim system straight. I found that piece unhooked. I did it earlier. I was fooling with it. Keep this out of our way over here as best we can. Out of the way. I can't get it so far out of the way. It's just how this over there. Everything else looks good and hooked up. Blow back out everything in here. That looks good. That's tight. That is all tight, and that's my power probe area. We're tight there, and we should be able to hook everything now. Alrighty. Nice catch on my part. I don't always catch those stuff. I don't always catch it. I did that time, though. All right, we'll blow it on out, and we'll get ready to wrap this project up, fellas. No, looking good. All right, we'll grab these twist ties down here, like so. And hopefully I'll never have to come back to this stupid vehicle. No, it ain't that bad. Once I figured out everything, it's just a mistake. Sometimes it's very hard to find some of this stuff you're looking for, you know, it really is. So all this stuff gets to come out of here. We don't need none of this, I don't think so. This all up out of there now, and that's looking like a wrap. All right, we'll blow out the airbox and call this today. So that's how you tidy up a GMC. That's how you double check your work with the scan tool. See, if I didn't have the scan tool, I would have missed that that sensor right there. Not the sensor, but that one little connection. That's what helps to have a really nice, expensive scan tool. Even though you probably don't use it a lot, it's very helpful to have. It really is. We're gonna blow this guy out real quick. This is my special blower. I love it. Let me tell you what. Out of all the tools I use, especially from Milwaukee, this is my number one tool. It really is. For a mobile mechanic, it really is the number one tool. Yeah, it wasn't too bad of a job. It actually wrapped up pretty nicely, I think. And we'll go check it out, take it for a quick test drive, but I'm about to wrap up this, guys. It went okay, I guess, for the most part. I don't know why I have some of these battery stuff over here. I don't need this to be in my battery box, but let's see. Let's put it over here for now, and we'll get my battery bag. Where to put it at? Oh, they didn't even know where I got it at. It ain't in there. So what we're gonna do is this. Give me a second here. This can all go back here. The light bulbs all go in my light bulb bag. Under that one. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I'm sorry, I can't pick up the daggone stuff today. It's just causing real problems here, isn't it? Real problems. Real problems. All right, let me put this in the battery bag. Where'd the battery bag go? I think it's back here in the back of the truck, ain't it? Let's see it here. Yeah, is it? Nah, it ain't. I don't know. Anyway, I'll sit over here for now. Worry about it in a second, so. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Miss Diva. I appreciate you. Hit the button. You know, I don't know why, but YouTube puts the button, like when I hear to hit it, to flip it, right here. At least I know y'all like listening to my annoying voice. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's very appreciative, because I really hate when I don't know how to sound. Oh yeah, so, if you might tell me what this is, please tell me what this is. Tell me what it is in the comments. I'll do a video of your choice next time I get a vehicle on a car. I want to know what this is. This is not mine. Oh, I want to drop it. See what it looks like. Please, somebody, can you answer this? What is this? Let me get a better view. So now I know y'all can hear me. Check it out. Blind you thing. What is this little guy? Looks like this. It's not mine. I don't know. It's got these little things on the end. So anyway, check it out though. Good news. So far, so good. No codes. Got it. Got it. And how's it go? And another one. We were done. And that's a wrap. Jack. I'm gonna take it around the block. You can see me showing off on my flashlight. That's all tied it up, looking good. Looking brand new. Got it out the way so I can get my scan tool in and out really nicely. Thing's blinding me. In my light, in my face. You can see everything's all tied up, nice and pretty. That's how it should look. That's how your car should look. Not wires flying around all over the place. So, it is perfect. Got all this panel back on over here. Double check the tightness. We're tight. Everything's back in shape. Looking nice. So, we don't have any lights or anything we need to be on. I don't think everything works that way. Cargo light, I don't know. Make sure we didn't undo any lights. It should still all work. All the headlights still work, making sure though. Now that light didn't go off on the inside. I don't know why. If I did that or what happened here. Oh yeah, this may be it. I might have a problem here. So the light won't go off on the inside. Maybe I did that, I don't know. Oh yeah, probably because the door opened, dude. Right here. Then we'll put the lights on auto. I like them on auto. So auto, off. And this is auto. There we go. Here we go. That's on. Everything's working, so dim light on, dim light off. And it should shut off when I turn it off. So I'm going to do one more false scan. Make sure we don't goes down. See we don't have any lighting codes or any codes. Alright, check it out. Looking pretty. Thank you, Miss Diva. I appreciate you. Calling me out on that. I almost messed up. Look, 0 codes. We're all set. There you go. Looking pretty. So I'm going to hook my tool. And we're done. We're done. We got it done. Everything look clean. That's how you want to look. So we're done for the day. That's a wrap. So anyway, appreciate everybody tuning in. Peace. Like and subscribe as always. Appreciate it ever. Give me a ruby. That's like my second ruby ever. It's crazy. I never get rubies. I appreciate it though. And everybody have a good night. Be good. Be nice to one another. Everybody in this world loves you. Don't forget it. Everybody loves you. To learn to love each other. Everything will be fine. I promise you. Oh, nice question, Miss Diva. Nice question. Can you hear me? Did it check engine light come on? No, it did not. Do you want to hear it? It did not come on, and I have a scan tool. You can see the scan tool I had. It didn't come on and did not make any bad noises. Did you want to hear it real quick? The BOV? Want to hear the blow-off valve? So I did a blow-off valve with separator plate, which is a little different. Also did the. Let me show you real quick while you're actually at it. And I'm letting that vehicle run. I'm gonna show you because you know what? I wanted to do an update on that. Thank you for asking, Miss Diva. Let me show you real quick here. I want to show you on the F-150. That's your ass right here, and we're gonna go, and I'm gonna show you. This is my favorite right here. This was turned out great. You can see here. This right here sounds beautiful, but as you see, all this I installed. You see how I covered up this with the tape. Got a video on how to do that too, but yeah, no codes, no engine light. Vehicle actually runs cooler. It actually runs, I want to say cooler or like colder, not cooler. It runs cooler too, I guess you want to call it. Let me start it. Then I want to take off regardless, but great question. Oh, you heard it on the video? Okay, cool. Okay, so the intake is CFV, custom something fabrications. Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it's one of the loudest ones you can get. Beautiful setup. It's got this nice material. When you install it, make sure you take the cones out of here. These are the cheapest upgrades you can get. I mean, they just sound nice. They make it sound nice. It's made out of, you can hear. Check it out. Yeah, like a type of a real cool. You take each one of the cyclone thing here. So darn, thank you again. They put the button right by the flips. I gotta really keep an eye on that. I appreciate it again. Do y'all want to hear the BOV real quick? I want to hear it with the cold air. Let's see, but no curves. Awesome. See, if I'm not careful, I hit that button every time. I'm gonna start being real careful. I appreciate you telling me. No curves. We're 100% good to go. Thank you once again for like the 5th time. That's the 10th time you reminded me, Miss Diva. I need you to subscribe for sure. I'm gonna need you to be my reminder for muting my stations over and over. That's crazy. That was a really good catch there. Twice now. Twice. Here we go. You want to hear the BLV real quick? One time I want you to hear it. Is all. I'll put it right here. You can check it out. I'm gonna fall down the corner when I do it. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be very nice? All right, right there one time. Let's hear it. One time. Appreciate it. Could y'all hear that? Or did it grab onto my truck at the same time? Probably grabbed onto the truck. But anyway, I tried to make my customer angry at me. Like, why are you boosting your engine out here? Anyway, we look good. Everything's hooked up. No codes. Hopefully y'all can hear it. All right, I appreciate it though. Appreciate everybody checking in. And I'm gonna wrap this job up. You gotta run it black real quick, but we look good. No codes on here at all. One more store for the road, and that'll be a wrap. But yeah, looking good. So right here, I'm gonna sit for a second. I'm gonna plug all this stuff here, and done with the scanner. Scanner down. Done with that junk. Here we go. That's a wrap. And we'll see if we can fire back up. Perfect. Here we go. Always let it know. Right back up it went. Great. All right, we're done. So put up my rest of my stuff. And if you don't got a cold air yet, I definitely recommend the one I got on this truck. It's one of the best sounding ones I got out there, really, in my opinion. So it definitely sounds good. There's different ones, like I said. These definitely 50s run hot anyway, so it really helps out, in my opinion, to have it. You don't want your truck running hot on you. It helps to keep the truck cooler. I drove it to Maryland and back. It definitely helped the truck stay cool overall. Like I said, this is not for anybody. All intents and purposes, I actually paid for that cold air intake myself. That's just because I wanted it. I think I got it at, well, I ain't gonna say where I got it at because I'm not real happy with the service there, but I ain't gonna give them no shout out because they didn't really give me great service, and they actually put my order on hold and jammed up my order twice. So anyway, load up my truck. It's getting dark. Fun stuff to do. See you on the next one. Peace.